And this was actually the continuation of a meeting that began 2 weeks ago with the Zoning Commission. Tonight, the opposition to the mosque got a chance to present its case. Both sides were well represented in about 200 people that were in attendance at this public hearing, and both sides were able to express their thoughts with me in this story. This is a scale model of the mosque that the Al Madani Islamic Center wants to build. Muslims in Norwalk have been looking for over 40 years for a place to call their own, and now all they want to do, they say, is build this building on the property they own.
It had been on sale for 3 years before we even heard about it. It was at a price that we could afford. We paid for it in cash because our religion prohibits us from taking mortgages or paying interest. And so it was the perfect place at the perfect price, which nobody else wanted.
Opposition in the neighborhood has been fierce and vocal. The neighbors want to keep it a residential area for several reasons. They say there's a danger, but there's also a financial twist.
It's going to devalue my property. That's what really bothers me the most. And coupled with the traffic. I mean, this is already a dangerous intersection here.
I think it's too large for the piece of property. An acre and a half is nothing. It's not big enough for something like this.
The Islamic Center says it understands that people often need time to adapt to change, but they also say that to this point, their plans have met all of the City of Norwalk's criteria.
I think what's important to realize is that every city agency has signed off on this project, from the Department of Public Works to the Fire Marshal to the police.
And opponents insist that in addition to their reasons of not wanting the building built, that it will aesthetically not look right and stick out like a sore thumb.
It's huge. It's stark white. All right? It doesn't fit the neighborhood.
This is a classical Islamic building. And so to the extent that it doesn't fit, it's in the eye of the beholder.
Now, the Zoning Commission has 2 more meetings scheduled, one in each of the next 2 weeks, and then they'll have 65 days, according to city law, to make a final decision. Live in Norwalk, I'm Mark Robbins, News 8.